After 15 years, Kira, we're restructuring your position, she said, lips curled in that smirk she wore whenever she thought she'd won. Clean out your desk by Friday. I smiled, nodded politely, even thanked her. They thought I'd walk out quietly. They had no idea Monday would be fun. The beginning of the end. I remember the first day I met her, Anna, fresh out of grad school but sharp. She'd asked me how I survived corporate politics. I told her the secret was loyalty. Stand by your people and they'll stand by you. She had laughed, told me I was old school. I mentored her anyway. Taught her the systems, the clients, the shortcuts nobody writes down. She called me her work sister. She toasted me at her wedding. Funny thing about betrayal, it never comes from strangers. Cracks in the glass. The shift started small. She stopped copying me on client emails. Meetings I once led, she rescheduled without inviting me. She'd praise me in public, then shred my work in private reports to the executives. I told myself I was imagining it. 15 years of loyalty couldn't dissolve overnight. But then one night I stayed late. Her office door was cracked open. I heard her voice. Kira's too old school. She's slowing us down. By Q4, she'll be gone. Silence. Then laughter. Hers and the HR reps. That was the night my grief died, and my hunger for justice was born. The shift. I didn't lash out. I didn't beg. That would have given her the satisfaction. Instead, I studied her the way I once studied competitors. Her habits, her weaknesses, her secrets. She was careless with her calendar, sloppy with her approvals. Too busy climbing to notice the fingerprints she left behind. I documented everything. Inflated expense reports, vendor kickbacks disguised as consulting fees, confidential files forwarded to her husband's company. Each screenshot, each PDF, each timestamp was a puzzle piece. By the time she called me into that meeting, the picture was already complete. The plan. I had 3 objectives. 1. Protect myself legally. 2. Expose her without appearing vindictive. 3. Make sure when she fell, it echoed. I contacted a lawyer, quietly, explained nothing, only asked about whistleblower protections. He gave me the framework. I packaged the evidence like a gift, clean, chronological, undeniable. Not just the corruption, but the manipulation. Employees she underpaid. Juniors she stole credit from, contracts she altered. Then I set the stage. A well-timed email to the board. Subject line, Compliance Risk Confidential Evidence. Scheduled to send at 9 a.m. Monday. From an anonymous address routed 3 layers deep. And while that bomb ticked quietly, I played the perfect employee. Smiling, packing my things into neat boxes. Even hugging her on Thursday as she whispered, "No hard feelings, right?" I wanted her comfortable, blind. Monday, at 8:55 a.m., she walked into the executive meeting room, head high, heels clicking. At 9, the first phones buzzed. By 9:02, silence fell across the glass-walled boardroom. Faces turned toward her, one by one. I sat at my desk, sipping coffee, watching through the transparent wall as she tried to keep composure. The CEO slid a printed copy across the table. Pages and pages of her misdeeds. Her smile faltered. She glanced toward me. I raised my mug in a toast. She knew. God, the moment her face drained, worth 15 years of loyalty wasted. The confrontation. Security came for her before lunch. No dramatic shouting, no handcuffs. Just 2 guards escorting her, her eyes darting everywhere, looking for an ally. She passed my desk, paused. "Kira," she whispered, "you did this." I leaned in, close enough for only her to hear. You did this to yourself. The last time I saw her, she was being ushered into the elevator, clutching her purse like a life raft. The aftermath. HR tried to smooth things over, but the board knew I wasn't just collateral damage. They reinstated my role, even promoted me into hers temporarily. Stability for the clients. I didn't gloat, didn't need to. Her name vanished from the website within hours. That evening, I walked past her empty office. The air still smelled faintly of her perfume. Her mug sat abandoned on the desk, lipstick print frozen on the rim. I left it there. A reminder. Reflection. People call revenge poisonous. They say it corrodes the soul. Maybe, but mine feels lighter now, stripped of the weight of betrayal. I gave her 15 years of loyalty. She gave me a knife in the back. All I did was return the blade. So when they told me to clean out my desk by Friday, I smiled. Because I already knew Monday would be fun.